Hello, everyone. Good evening. I see many of you have already joined early. I see Prejwala, Tavion, Kaylee, someone else, Cam Winston. Tell me who you are. But I'm excited that all of you have joined us for another episode of Miss Glen and Friends Read On. Tonight we have Miss Waymyers, who is our special guest author. So I'm going to go ahead, turn it over to her, let her introduce herself to those of you who may not know her, and then she's going to jump right into her book.
Hello, guys. Waymyers. I am currently a teacher at St. Matthew's K-8, but I used to work with Miss Glen. We used to teach at Marshall together. So I'm very familiar. Some of you I may have taught your cousins, older brothers, sisters. So we're going to get right into our book. It's called I'm Not Just a Scribble, and it's by the author Diane Abel. This is a story about Squirrel, whose lines would cross and wiggle. This is Squirrel. Tiny loops would start with him small, bigger swirls would make him tall. Kind of looks like what your little cousins do, right? He could be shades of green or baby blue, even crazy colors. He loved them too. Choose bright colors made, choosing bright colors made him feel free. You never knew which one he would be. Then one day, Scribble took a short walk where he found a house and stopped to talk. Hello, said Scribble. It's such a great day. I thought I'd come over and we could all play. The house never saw anything like Scribble before, but he was curious enough to find out a bit more. So even though he was grumpy and didn't want to play, he still managed to grump. Well, anyway, Scribble was confused and didn't know what to say. So he said to the house, I'm just a scribble. Is that all? You see how sad his face is? It's not okay, said the house. You don't look right. Your lines aren't straight and your colors are too bright. But color is fun, Scribble said. I can show you why. Just give me a chance. Please let me try. No, said the house. You cannot try. You like me. Now go away. Hearing those words made Scribble so sad. A tear ran down his face. He felt really bad. But I won't be up. But I won't be upset. He proclaimed. Day. So he changed his colors and went on his way. He continued his walk and soon found the sun. Along with the clouds, they could all have some fun. So he's happy with it. But the sun saw him coming and told him to stop. Your lines are too messy and we don't have a mop. Turn around, little scribble, he went on to say. Go back to your home. Please just go. But you're not being nice, Scribble shouted, quite mad. The fact that I'm different doesn't make me so bad. My colors are special. My lines are just fine. If you give me a chance, we can have a great time. Should we ask him to play, then huddle to discuss? It's fun with more friends. It's usually just us. And although they were worried this wouldn't work out, being mean to Squirrel wasn't what they were about. So hopefully by now you get the idea that they were treating Squirrel bad, not because he's done anything wrong, simply because he's different. Are there times that you treat other people not so nice just because they're a little bit different? Scribble, Scribble was surprised what he saw the next day. All the drawings were there and they wanted to play. Even Rainbow showed up and he never came back. He was standing right there near the sun in the sky. We're so sorry, said the colors as they held back their tears. Please come play, said the house. We haven't had fun in years. I Scribble shouted as he did a happy dance. They were so grateful he gave them another chance. Scribble gathered up his colors and played with everyone, all these colors. Blue, purple, green, and yellow. It was all so much fun. Look what they created when they finally came together. The art was so beautiful and it was better than ever. And that is the book. I'm not just a scribble. What I want you to take from this book is that the other characters in the book were treating Scribble differently because he was different. They were making him feel left out. And what I challenge you to do is to think about that when you students come to school or you meet students who are from different cultures, or different backgrounds, religions. Don't treat people badly or you know, you can learn so if you just give people a chance. Bye.
Right. Thank you so much, Ms. Waymire. That was a perfect book. And I love that. I asked some of the students as you were reading if they've ever been mistreated for being different. And I had some who said yes and a little bit. And I'm not sure if all of you who are watching read my comments, but I posted there that even as an adult, I've been mistreated for being different. But what I love about the story, it didn't end with the characters just continuing to be mean to Scribble, but they decided to give him a chance. And in the end, I think, I don't know, remember the exact words, but I think it said, together we created something beautiful. And that's
Right.
just a life lesson for all of us that even as people are different, I love the challenge that Ms. Waymeyer gave you all. When new students come into school, whether it's a different culture, whether it's different gender, any differences, it doesn't matter. Think about how Scribble felt when those other characters were mean, but then remember what happened when they all decided to work together, that they created something beautiful. So thank you so much, Ms. Waymyers, for sharing that book. Very appropriate for all ages, the young and the old. We appreciate your time coming on, and thank you to all of the students who joined. Those who may have joined a little later, I see Julian that you're here. Thank you for coming in. If you didn't catch the entire story, once the broadcast ends, you'll be able to go back and listen to the entire book. It's a really good one. But you guys have a good night. Thank you again for joining. Thank you again, Miss Waymyers. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow at 2:30.